Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'm Mr. Randy and today we're doing another brew review. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome, come on in. All my return viewers, you know how we do. So let's get crack-a-lackin', shall we? We're going to need the tool. So today's brew review is going to be of the Dos Equis Ambar Especial 12 fluid ounce bottle, 4.7% alcohol by volume. I'm a little perplexed at the moment. There's your laser code. Best before March 2027. I don't think we're going to be worrying about that. Brewed in Mexico since 1897, originally called Siglo X, or Double X, to celebrate the arrival of the great 20th century. Ambar, not Amber, is an authentic Mexican cerveza brewed in the style of Vienna lagers. Its signature amber color hides a subtle hint of roasted malts, with a surprisingly smooth taste and a clean finish. Salud. Serving, there we go. Nice one to put that on there. So, all my calorie counting carb conscious connoisseurs, 145 calories with 11 grams of carbohydrates and 1 gram of protein. I love that they put all this information on the bottle. Let's get it. Make sure I don't step on that. So the reason I'm having a little bit of a issue here is I never recalled seeing this this option. Now I remember the label being different. So everything, all the research that I've done looking up is different. Now this does say Ambar Especial. I remember it being darker, like a darker maroon, sort of like the colors up in here. Not this lighter background, just a regular ambar. Pull you out of there. So, anything on the can that I did not cover? It has an IBU rating, International Bitterness Unit rating of 22. They say the best pairings are, this is mostly Mexican affair. Spicy, robust, wonderful food. I say I paid $2.09 for this single, not a single, in a 6-pack. So yeah, I bought it in a 6-pack, which made this bottle $2.09. So it's a nice, beautiful color. Let's go ahead and get it on the nose. Yeah, some roasted malts for sure. You do get that lager sort of aesthetic to it. Almost slightly a bit of sausage. So the roasted malts and the lager and all that stuff sort of does come off as a sort of a bit of a sausage. Let's go and get on the palate. Okay, that's pretty good. I'll get one more before we start talking about it. It's kind of nice. Here, have some. That's relatively nice. Like I said, I don't remember it being the Especial. I just remember it being the Amber. I just remember it being the amber, and the labeling was different. It was darker than, it wasn't that white. It was the darker. Interesting is there's a bit of a carbonation effect, sort of like those Suntories I was having, where there's a portion of it that wants to evaporate on the palate once you get it in the mouth. This one, I want to say, it's probably like an 80-20 split. You get to keep about 80% of that. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Bypass the algorithm. Get these videos as soon as I let them go. So nose is pretty good. It's pretty decent. You do, like I said, you get roasted malts. And there's a little bit of that lager, but sort of like a sausage-esque twist to it. Palate is pretty good. Yeah, you get some of that roasted malts. It's a little bit better, I would say, than the average lager that I've had, Vienna style. I wonder if that Vienna is influencing my sausage brain. Oh man, that's nice. 145 calories, 11 carbs, a bitterness rating of 22. And it's nice. This is definitely shot up on my like list. It was very hard for me to find this anywhere, to be completely honest. It's not at my... now, see, because I was looking for a different packaging and a different labeling. So now I'm going to have to keep that in my mind when I go back out and I start looking around. Was it there the whole time and I was just looking for the old labeling? If you know anything about that, hit me up in the comment section. Now I'm going to have to look into that because, like I said, yeah, I bought this in a 6-pack. And maybe I just wasn't seeing it, because I only Dos Equis I remember seeing is the regular one, the green one, the lighter one. So let's go and put a finish on this, and we'll move on. That's easy. That's relatively easy. If you're really into really easy, relatively smooth, not something that's extreme, I think this would fit the bill. So it's got a good finish. It's good, easy. There's not a whole lot left on the palate. No effects, but a little bit of creaminess on the sides of the cheeks with the tongue. Sort of churns that up a little bit. Well, that's a pretty good finish. That's pretty nice, clean, easy finish. Nothing really too spectacular, but at least it's nothing bad. Nothing in a negative direction, that's for sure. Price point's great. ABV is 4.7, which is pretty... Actually, I think it's a little on the low end of the standard for the most domestics, but it's not really a domestic. Let's put a score on this. Week 4 out of 5. Week 4 out of 5, I believe if this had a little bit more robustness to it, a little bit more thickness, you could bump the carbs up a little bit and maybe even the calories, and it might push it to at least a solid 4 out of 5 easy. My fair price, can't beat it. Can't beat $2 for a bottle. Maybe you could if you had a draft or something. I'm like dollar draft night. Is it $2 draft night? Something like that. Yeah, so would I buy this again? I'd have no qualms. I'd have no reservations. This would definitely be, like I said earlier, this would definitely be one to consider. Much more so over most of them that I've had. Well, there it is. In the comment section, we'd love to know where you at. What are you currently drinking? Have you had Dos Equis? Which one have you had? Have you had both of them? Had all of them? Let's talk about it. What do you think about the whole kerfluffle? Kerfluffle about that ordeal? But I'll have to keep a lookout for that. But anywho, there it is. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Have a good one.